Hello, it's me, Suzanne, coming back to you for another episode of Everything I Know. Today, I want to share about the worst decision I've made while traveling this last 29 months. A couple of days ago, I did a video with one of the best decisions I've made. Well, here's the worst decision I've made since traveling full time this past 29 months, and that is staying at a hotel that does not have a safe. And I might add to that, splitting up purses. Last year in May, early May, I stayed at a hotel. I'm not going to say which one. It was in the Atlanta area, in the area surrounding Atlanta, not in Atlanta proper. And a couple of blocks away from the hotel was an office that I needed to visit to take care of some business. And I've been traveling, at that time I had been traveling almost 2 years with only one backpack, one suitcase, and a purse. So since I've been traveling all over the world with just these three things, the purse is kind of big and it's kind of heavy. I got a lot of stuff in it because I have to maximize my space as I travel. But I didn't want to walk that 2 blocks with the big purse. So I have a little small pouch that I carry, and I took out of the big purse the things that I thought I would need for the office visit that I was going to. So I took out my driver's license, my wallet, I took out my passport, I took out my phone, and that was it, and the key cards to the hotel. The hotel where I was staying did not have a safe, so I put the big purse and the rest of the items in it, which was quite a lot of things, into a dresser drawer. And I walked out and took care of my business. When I came back to the hotel, I was booked to stay 2 nights. The first night was a cash booking where I was paying on a credit card. The second night was on points. When I got back to the hotel from taking care of my business, I was only gone about an hour. The hotel front desk clerk stopped me and said, "You're going to need to move to another room." And I said, "Why?" And she said, "Because we already have a paying guest who is arriving in the room you're in, and they'll be arriving later this afternoon. And so since you had 2 separate reservations, one was booked with a credit card and another was booked with points, we're going to ask that you move to another room for your second night that is being paid for with points." And I didn't understand that. I've never had that to happen before. I've paid with, split payments a whole lot of times under 2 different reservations, and they just let me stay in the same room. This was the first time that has ever happened to me. But I didn't make a big fuss about it. I said, okay. So I went up to my room and I packed my things and I came downstairs to get the new key card to the new room. She gave me the key card and I went to the new room. I was in the new room maybe 30, 45 minutes when I realized I had left my big purse with all of my stuff in the dresser drawer. So I ran back downstairs to the desk clerk and I said, "I need a key to get back into the first room that I was in because I left my purse in the desk drawer." And she gave me a key. But when I went upstairs to that drawer, that purse was not there. So I came down and told her I left my purse in the drawer and it's not there. And whoever you said was coming to stay in that room, they're not there yet. So, because I knocked on the door and they didn't answer. So I need to know who from the staff of this hotel went in that room and cleaned up that room and found that purse and took that purse. And so it was a big incident, and I had to call the police and file a police report, and it was just a big fiasco because I was, of course, not happy about my purse being stolen. But that is the worst decision I've made, and that is the most difficulty I've had since traveling 29 months. God has really blessed me. I do have some stories to tell. Everything has not been roses and peaches and cream, but that was definitely the worst of the worst as far as experiences during my travels. So your takeaway might be keep all of your things in one purse or in one bag or in one whatever you carry, even if you're a man, and take it all with you when you leave the hotel, or stay in a hotel with a safe. And now, even when I stay in hotels with a safe, what I do is I put my purse or whatever I don't want to take with me, I put that in the safe, but I also put one shoe in the safe. I put one I have a pair of gym shoes that I wear to airports when I'm about to travel and fly. And I have this one pair of gym shoes that I wear. So I know that I won't forget my one shoe, because when it's time for me to check out of the hotel, I'm going to want to put on those shoes. And if I can only find one of them, I'll know that the other one is in the safe. And that will make me go to the safe and get my purse as well. So that's a little tip for you. Keep one shoe in the safe along with whatever else you're putting in the safe, because you're not going to forget the shoe. Thanks.